Hey, agents who win. How are you guys doing today? We are live on another episode of Coach Daniel and Coach Todd with Agents Who Win. Daniel, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing well. It's officially Turkey Month, so
Yes.
this is
It's the
when
candy.
we start dieting to prepare for Thanksgiving.
I'm done with the candy diet. I'm ready for the turkey diet.
That's right. Turkey's a lot healthier, less fat, less carbs, all that good stuff.
All right, let's hope it's that way. Just more stuffing or more filling. So we just got done with our 12-week track program, teaching agents how to be successful over a 12-week series, which we will be launching again in January 1st. If you missed the last 12 weeks and you want to dive into this next one, we are ready for you. We're going to be doing a couple just recaps over the next few weeks on things that have happened during it. But January 1st, we're going to be launching our next 12 weeks.
It was super comprehensive. It covered everything an agent would want to cover when they are preparing and establishing and planning their real estate business. It was super comprehensive, A to Z. So if you're wondering, for 2022, if you want to get your business in order, I would consider signing up for that. Starts January 1st. It's a 12-week program. We do it all together in a virtual Zoom platform. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's messages if you guys want to jump in. I mean, it was a great session. We do, it is kind of self-directed, but Monday recaps, and we'll be consistent with the Monday days. And those who sign up are the ones who are successful with it. So we've got a couple of people who actually got a few transactions out of doing some of the things that we had talked about through our shows these last 12 weeks.
Yep, that's awesome. So today we're going to be covering 19 things they don't teach you in real estate school, which was part of what we covered in the Track Plus program.
So let's start with number one, and it is start day one with a database. What's your database? It's your phone. It's your Facebook list. It's your sphere of influence. It's your friends. It's your local community. That's your database.
You can create a list. You can do it the old-fashioned way, the pen and paper. But you want to start embracing technology, in my opinion. If you don't have a CRM, just use a basic Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheet, which is free, and just start writing down names and contact info of people that you know, and also, an extra plus mark for the people that know, like, and trust you, and would potentially do business with you in your real estate career.
So let's start with number two. Lead with revenue, not expenses. Don't just jump in and start buying leads. You got to start making money and start planning and forecasting ahead. If you do that, then you're going to be treating it right. Take 10% of every commission and put it back towards marketing dollars.
Right. You have to have some income, and then you can appropriate certain funds for your marketing expenses and for other expenses that come up in real estate. Lead generate for 2 to 3 hours. Number 3 is lead generate for 2 to 3 hours per day. So when you have no business going on, you want to create business, and what I call making something out of nothing. So the only way you can make something out of nothing is by making those phone calls and taking a proactive effort in generating business for yourself. You don't want to sit there and be reactive and sit there and wait for the phone to ring. You want to be proactive and go get after it every day.
So what I kind of take that as is, like, you may not be calling FSBOs or expireds or something. It could be being on Facebook and messaging people that hey, just checking in to see how you're doing. We did a show probably 3 weeks ago with Jeff Talbot, and he talked about how to generate leads through Facebook, and it's just like you create a post, then you start messaging the people who comment on your post. And that's lead generation. That's stuff you want to block out time to do. It's another form of it.
And it's free.
Yeah.
So, it's free. You can talk about what if you're a brand new agent, you can talk about some things that you learned in real estate school. You can buy some books about real estate and talk about what you're learning as you read through. And then as people comment and engage with that, those are opportunities for you to add people to your database and also start real estate conversations. And it's all free.
Number 4, find a coach or accountability partner. So like Daniel and I, we are both coaches. We're also accountability partners to each other. Do what you say you're going to do. That's what a coach or accountability partner will do for you. And obviously beyond that, but that's the biggest thing. And give you some lead as far as how to build your business forward.
Yes. So accountability, you want someone that's going to help you along the way. You should have an accountability partner for any area in your life that you want to improve upon. So, a lot of people, when they want to get in shape, they hire a fitness coach, and that fitness coach helps them to stay accountable to what their goal is. Same thing in real estate and business. You should have a coach, you should have a mentor, you should have an accountability partner. Accountability partner can be free. Someone else that in real estate, or someone else that just supports you professionally, can be your accountability partner. Number 5 is define your standards and systems. So, something we used to talk about a lot in one of our coaching programs is defining your minimum standards. Like, this is what I will do, what I'm willing to do, and this is what I'm not willing to do. I'm not going to, chase every single squirrel thing that's out there. So you want to create and establish some standards for yourself in business.
Not all leads are going to be leads that you want to talk to. You might have the seller who's constantly bugging the heck out of you, or the buyer who wants to see houses every day that they can't afford. That's your minimum standard. I'm only going to show pre-qualified buyers that are going to look at what they can afford, not what they can't afford, and just say, I guess we're not the right fit for each other, or something to that effect. But that becomes your minimum standard.
Also, you can perfect the art of referring business out. If there's someone that is a prospect to do business with, but maybe the chemistry isn't right between you and that contact, perfect the art of referring that business out to another agent that might be a better fit for that customer, or someone else that specializes. Someone might come to you and say, hey, I want to rent a house for $900 a month. And that's not something you specialize in. You want to start networking with other agents in the field. And there are leasing agents out there that they do that on a regular basis. And you can send, you have resources where you can send those business opportunities. Number six is create your mission, vision, values, beliefs, and perspectives. So this is something that you'll probably need guidance on if you're brand new to the industry, but mainly, these are your principles. These are your business morals. These are going to be the guideposts that guide your real estate business.
And I think it's like what you're coming into a business, and you're going to have your why in the business. Why am I selling real estate? Because I want to help homeowners, not because I'd like to watch HGTV. I like to see people smile at their first home. It also can help you create your niche that you're in this business with. Number 7, utilizing social media, which we talked about. Like, get in Facebook groups, start Facebook groups, be active on there about real estate. And, I've got some agents who are not on Facebook at all, and they're like, how do I get the word out? Well, you've got to go the old snail mail route. And it's like, hopefully they read it and remember you. If they keep seeing you over and over again, then they're going to remember you, that you're in real estate.
Social media allows us to communicate with a large amount of people effectively and efficiently, quickly. You can make a post, and that post can get 200 eyeballs or viewers on it, where if you didn't have social media, how else would you get 200 eyeballs or viewers on something else that you said? It could take months or years to get that kind of viewership. So social media, use it to your benefit. You're right. There are some agents, sometimes they come into the business, they say, I don't have Facebook, I don't do Facebook. It's just a tool to help you in your business these days. You can do it without it, because we all did it without it before Facebook was a thing and social media was a thing, but this helps shorten the curve.
Yep. Number 8, be learning based. Go to trainings. I mean, we cannot pitch trainings more and more and more. And I hate screaming, hey, go learn. We're hosting this class. Come listen. But the more you learn, the more you earn. And that's a big thing.
That's right. We, Todd and I both we appreciate opportunities to learn. I always joke and say I have a yearning for learning, and it's just the market's always changing. There's so many interesting things that can benefit us in business to learn about. So, and beyond learning, it's one thing to learn, which is great, but also implement. Don't just be a learner for the sake of learning, taking notes, but never implementing. There's a huge difference in the level of success that someone who doesn't learn versus someone who learns, and someone who learns versus someone who learns and implements. So don't just learn, also implement.
If you go to a class, pick your top 3 things from the class and implement that, not all 10, because you'll never implement anything. So always take your top 3. Track your business early and often. And obviously, if I know all my business is coming from Facebook, for messaging, then I know that's where I need to focus my time and energy. If it's for FSBOs and expires, or if it's Sphere, if you can track it, you'll know where to spend your time and spend your energy.
And we also have tools like a CRM that'll help us track where our business is coming from. So if you're getting a lot of business from one source, that's awesome. You definitely want to keep nurturing that source, but you always want to add sources of business, because if one day that one awesome source of business dries up for some reason, or they change the name and you can't find the website anymore, then you want to have another, source of business. That was a joke because Facebook supposedly is changing its name. So I don't know if you've heard that. I keep hearing that.
It's not changing. It's just the parent company. But I was like, why would Facebook change their name? This is
okay. Yeah. That was the rumor. Facebook's changing the name. So if one day you go to facebook.com and that's your number one source of business, and they change the domain and you didn't hear about it, boom, your business.
Where'd Facebook go? I could definitely see that happening.
It was all a dream.
Number 10, track your business. Treat your business like a business. You are a business owner. This is, you quit your job. You are a 1099 employee. So that means you're a business owner, independent contractor. If you're not out there working, you're not making money. You're not going to go rely on Johnny, to be your broker to be writing you paychecks. It doesn't work that way. You got to create your income.
1099, you're in control of your own destiny. You can no longer blame the man or the boss or the CEO. You are 1099. It's your own business. So you got to treat it as such, take responsibility for all of your actions. And that's it. You said it. All right. Number 11, associate yourself with like-minded people. You definitely want to associate yourself with people who think like-minded, as long as that like mind is positive thinking. If you feel like a lot of people tell you think negatively, you don't want to surround yourself with negativity. You want to surround yourself with people that have similar types of goals and that are supportive to what you're doing, and you're supportive to what they're doing. And also, try to surround yourself with people who are more successful than yourself, because you will learn from them, and also add value to those people. They can learn from you as well.
And that's the biggest thing. I love talking and having these conversations with you, because you and I are on the same track as far as the business model. You want to build a team. We have a team. I want to learn other things, and you're coaching a certain platform. I want to learn about that. So it's like trying to line yourself up and spend time with people who want to build the way you want to build, whether it's your family, friends, other business leaders. It doesn't have to be in real estate. You could have mortgage lenders, title. It could be any business, but if you find people that are similar to the way you do your business, it's great to learn from them, because it'll help you go on a track forward. Number 12, master listing presentations. You don't want to be a presenter. You want to be a conversator, and you want to be able to walk into your listing and be able to talk about it without having anything in front of you, where it's a complete pitch that you've memorized, and you can get interrupted and come back to the same spot, within 2 seconds.
Like we've talked about, list to last, that if you want to last in real estate, you have to be a great listing agent. So you have to master the listing presentation.
Yep. Number 13. Yeah. Master scripts and objection handlers. We want to dive into making sure, kind of like mastering listing presentation, know what you're saying. Mastering the script doesn't mean you need to know word for word. You're going to convert it your way, the way you speak, so you don't sound like a robot or someone reading from a page. But the objection handlers is the big thing, because if they throw you a curveball, you want to be able to pick up and start right back. And so you sound educated and know what you're talking about.
The great thing is, in real estate, most of the objections are similar to each other. So, there's a handful of objections that you encounter in real estate. And if you can master how to handle those objections, which doesn't take, overly long, because there aren't many objections, then that's going to help propel your success.
So number 14, know your local market better than anyone else. And, part of your 2 to 3 hours of lead generating might be studying your market, studying your neighborhood. I should know every active listing in my community. There's 3,000 homes. And one way to do that is set up a search for your neighborhood. Every time a new listing comes on, when you're showing a buyer and they, hey, did you see this one on Elm Street? I'm like, no, I haven't seen that. I should know about that listing. I should know it went pending. Those are things that you want to know, and track the data, track the days on market, everything in your local community.
Yep. I would also, a step beyond that is get to know the business leaders in your community as well.
Yes.
And that's that's a group that you want to network with if you want to be a business leader in your community. So
go ahead.
I was going to go to number 15, setting goals and creating a plan.
Yep. So we've done a bunch of goal sessions, and for 2022, it's like you want to set a goal that how much you want to make, and you want to back down from that. Or if it's just I want to sell. I've got one agent who doesn't care what she makes, just wants to sell a certain amount of houses, and that's her goals. How can I connect with more people? So we're putting a goal around how to connect with more people. We'll put an income goal to that as well, but that's not their priority. Their priority is just me selling more homes than they did the year before.
And making goals is great, but you have to be committed to those goals. So you can consider those goals commitments. If they're not commitments, then don't bother considering them a goal. Make it a commitment, and that will direct all of your efforts towards accomplishing that commitment.
Yep. Perfect. So be a time blocking ninja, number 16. Every morning, 9:30 on Monday, we are here at 9. We're trying to be that time blocking ninja. But we are here at 9:30 on Mondays, getting the show out to you guys. Fridays 11, I'm getting the show out to you guys. And so that's time blocking. I've got that in my calendar. If it's not in my calendar, it doesn't exist. I'm looking at my stuff today. I'm like, oh, wait, I forgot I got to add this in. So I make sure 12 to 2, I've got this little thing going on. I'm going to make sure that's blocked in my calendar for that.
The more blank space you have in your calendar, that's just opportunity for distractions. So you want to have every half-hour block on your calendar already appropriated with what it is that you want to accomplish in that time. And a way to get started with that and creating the perfect daily schedule is before you start doing that, start tracking what you're currently doing. So if you're not time blocking, just start time blocking what you have been doing, let's say over a week. And that's going to show you where you're spending your time. And then once you figure that out, you'll see lots of areas for improvement. That's how you start establishing the perfect daily schedule for yourself.
If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist. So make sure it's in the calendar so you get it done. Number 17, live in abundance, not scarcity. I want to call that one, don't be commission breath. Be there for the clients. Don't just be in the business for the paycheck. Be there for the client. And if you live by that, they're going to realize that.
And living in abundance also, can be considered. There are millions of homes in our state, in every state. There's millions of homes. There's plenty of opportunity out there. So don't get so caught up in one. Sometimes agents come to me and they're all stressed out about, this one deal, and they're spending all of their time, for an entire week on saving this one deal or trying to make this one deal happen. And if it doesn't go right, then they spend another week just, wallowing about this one deal. That's kind of living in scarcity, because you feel like, oh man, so much was on this one deal. If you can realize that there's so much opportunity out there, so many homeowners, so many buyers. If you look at the MLS, so many transactions happening on a weekly basis. That's opportunity. It's not all about this one, or squabbling over one deal or one commission or whatever it is. That's living in scarcity. So there's lots of opportunities. You just have to, it's a mindset shift.
So create number 18, create a vision for your business. That's a big one, like kind of ties into number 19, know your big why. My vision for my business is like, I need to know where I'm at 3 to 5 years from now. And what I'm building today is going to be where I'm at 3 to 5 years. So that's my vision is, who do I want in leadership? Who do I want on the team? Who do I want handling certain things?
Yes. What do you want your life to look like in 5 years from now in different areas, professionally, in your health, in your finances, in your business? You want to plan out, and that's your vision. And then you can plan to accomplish that vision and make that vision a reality. And number 19 is know your big, hairy, audacious why, right?
It kind of dives into, I want to play that one off. In our Track Plus, we wrote at the end, or I'm sorry, not Track Plus, but our action plan for the year, know your success letter and your failure letter. That your success letter should be your big why. And the failure letter is, if you didn't do what you said you were going to do, this is what's going to happen. And so I think that's the big why can be construed in many different versions, but that's why I like to think of it as, what's here.
And there are lots of books on helping you establish that. So It's just something that there has to be something that motivates you to get up in the morning and be successful, or else if you don't want it bad enough, then you're not going to accomplish it. So what's the reason why you want to accomplish the success? And then what would happen if you didn't. That's kind of what Todd was talking about. So that, concludes the coaching segment, and we have some invitations for this week.
So we've got a couple of events we're hosting here in the Orlando market, and some of it will be virtual, but one of them is Divvy is a competitor to Home Partners of America, and they're at our office. What time tomorrow?
12:30 officially.
12:30. They're going to be here tomorrow. So definitely, if you guys want to get into some new lead sourcing, rental opportunities to make real commissions versus $100 for every rental, turn renters into homeowners. That's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. And then Wednesday at 10 o'clock, I'm running my agent action plan or agent success plan for 2022 live in the office again at 10 o'clock here. And then Thursday, Tommy Sedgwick with our referrals coach. He teaches the 7 levels of communication. He's a certified referral trainer, and he will be teaching us on Thursday at 10 o'clock how to build a referral-based business. So we got a busy week ahead of a lot of good things going on. So I'd love to see you guys here. If you are in the Orlando market and would love to attend, let us know so we can make sure we have a seat ready for you. That's
right. If you want to RSVP, just message one of us and we'll reserve you a seat. Yep. I think that's it for today, right?
That's it. You guys have an awesome week ahead.
Woohoo! All right. See y'all next time.